don't even know why I did that exaggerated tone thing. Right. As I've not uploaded any GarageBand for iOS content recently, I thought I might as well do a bit of a monster video, because this is building a complete song in GarageBand for iOS. And this thing is, entirely from scratch, recording instruments, whatever, the whole thing in one video. For any of you beginners out there, I would advise you hit that subscribe button for more content like this. And it would also be nice if you let me know what you thought of this video in the comments section below. So, how about let's launch the GarageBand app on my phone and dive in. Okay, I'm just going to turn the thing on.
Speech on.
Yeah, and I've got my Bluetooth keyboard connected, typing keyboard, so that means I can demonstrate some keyboard shortcuts. And this is really handy while recording a video. That's why I thought I'd do it. So I'm going to click off my control
Most
center.
used for YouTube GarageBand. 4 new items.
Ignore the
Landscape.
names, though.
GarageBand add.
Yes, here you click the add or create song, whether you're in the recent or browse tab. If you're just opening the GarageBand app, it will come up in a new song anyway, so you won't have to do this. So I'm going to click add.
Currently showing. It might sit or in more sound.
Yes, I'm on the audio recorder at the minute, but I don't want that. So I'm going to scroll.
Instrument browser. In audio voice more sounds button voice button 5 of 11 4 2 1 of 2 of 11 drum smart.
So I've got drums. I'm just going to flip my phone round because it's gone into landscape. It always does that. So I've got drums.
Beats more sounds beats.
Beat sequencer. I just use this to sequence beats. I don't usually make my own sort of new patterns. So I'm going to click on it.
Step 10 of 16 navigation button.
It's a navigation. So I'll click on that.
My songs modern 800.
So I'm going to click on the name
Recently
of the
downloaded
drums
button.
I'm using at the minute. Then
Selected.
a menu
Selected.
pops up.
Rock drummers button.
So I've got rock drummers selected at the minute. That's what I want.
Heavy.
Yeah, so I'll click heavy. That's one of the drum kits. I'll click that.
Step 11 of 16.
Yeah, this is what I want. So here's one of my keyboard shortcuts. And so I'll show it here.
Replay, rewind, play, record, set mark song sections button.
So I'm going to click on
Song sections. Start section A, automatic on done.
Then turn on automatic when I get to the section A. This means that I won't just be limited to the usual 8 bars. I could adjust it manually, but
Navigation rewind browser.
Okay, so this is one of the keyboard shortcuts. So if I click the R key on my keyboard, I'm just going to click
browser. Currently showing.
Now I've clicked on
instrument 2 of my song.
Do you know what? I just clicked on the sound browser. So I'm going to have to go back to the beat sequencer now.
Beat more sound. Beat sequence. Navigation button.
And I'm going to see if it's saved.
Step 5 of step 6 of information in dark patterns. Play beat button. Play beat.
No, it's not. So now I'm going to have to select it all over again. So I'll just do that quickly.
Navigation. My song, modern 808. Modern get 3 more done. Get recently download. Select a beat sequence. Output for heavy. But step 11 of 16. Step 13 of 16. Button. Dice. pattern, play, play beat, button, select,
So I've got that beat back again, so I'm going to go to the top of the screen.
dice, button, browse, replay, rewind,
Yeah, click rewind and turn speech off.
speech off,
Yeah, now I'm going to hit or click the R key on my typing keyboard. And then you'll hear the counting, then the drums will be recorded. Yeah, and when it stops, that is because I clicked the space bar on my keyboard. So, now that's done, I'm going to turn speech back on.
speech off, play, rewind, play, button,
And then when I hit play,
stop, rewind, track, browse,
there's our drums. So I'm not going to record a touch instrument yet. So I'm going to click on tracks, turn to me tracks view.
button, tracks, replay, loops, button,
Then click on loops.
selected, Apple, cancel, 60s, show, descript, rocks, instrument, rock/blues, button,
Yeah, so I've got the rock/blues genre already in place. That's what I want. So I'm going to click on instruments.
all drums, button, kids, bass, guitars, button, bass, guitars, button,
Then I click guitars.
get more Apple, alt, add to classic attitude,
Yeah, classic attitude rock. There is several of these, although I'll go with the classic attitude rock 01. So to preview the loop, I'll click on it.
select, classic,
Yeah, so there we go. And I'm going to drag it in.
browse,
There we go. So now let's see if it's lined up properly, because as I can't see the screen, I can't drag it in properly. Although I still managed to drag them in somewhere, so
rewind, replay,
rewind and play.
rewind,
Yeah, there it is. So there's the guitar covered. Okay. This song is only going to be basic because as I'm on screen recording, I can't hear the effects and that properly. Although all like the mixing and that I'll still show on this video. And don't mind the image on the screen because I can't record images on screen recording. What I'll do though is I will put a static image on the screen, just of my face, at least, because I took a selfie of myself with the guidance of voiceover, so I'll just put that static image on the video. So, well, let's continue. So,
loops, masters, loop,
so loops. I'll click on loops again.
loop, selected, get alt pop, the script, rock, guitars, button,
Yeah, so now I'm going to change the instrument from guitars to bass. So I can add some bass guitar.
all drums, kids, bass, select bass, but get more reps, bright, add edgy, add key box, add hot rod bass guitar, add indie groove bass, kickstart bass,
Yeah, that's what I want.
Razor, add Razor rock bass, add night, add to fade, selected, kicks.
That's a kickstart bass. So I'm going to drag that in.
Navigation,
Now let's hope it's lined up like the guitar did, because if not, I'll have to either retrim it or do a complicated mixing process, which is entirely annoying. So let's hope it lines up.
navigation,
Even if it is starting at bar 3 or something, it'll give me a kind of intro sort of thing, and that will actually be quite cool. So I'll just...
perform.
I've gone out of tracksuit by mistake, but it doesn't matter. I can easily go back into it again. And anyway, I don't think I'll need to, because I'll be recording an auto-played grand piano into it, into this song in a minute, and I don't think I'll be needing any more loops. So
rewind tracks.
So I'll hit rewind, and another trick is for your keyboard shortcuts is when you hit the space bar, it does stop the recording, but it also plays and pauses the song's playback, you know? So I'll hit space bar. That bass is a bit quiet, so I can't tell if it's lined up properly.
Rewind, browse track, rewind.
And I can't tell anyway because of the screen recording mic being a bit, yeah. But even if it hasn't, well, I'll deal with that later. So I'm going to click on the instrument browser.
Browser button. Currently in more sound. Live audio record.
Then I'm going to scroll down.
1 of 11. Smart piano button.
Yeah, then click on smart piano.
Navigation browse track rewind button. Rewind play master bar 2 bar 2 bar 3 bar 2 beat 1 set control.
Yeah, so I've set it to coming at bar 2 or bar 3 with the play head.
Selected set it max or sustain autoplay off adjust 1 2.
Yeah, so I've selected 2 from the autoplay options. So I'm just going to start the piano off. Turn speech
Off.
So I'm just going to start it.
Browser browse track replay methods max or chord key E direct E A D G C F B diminished B flat direct touch area. Use the rotor to enable direct touch for this app. Tracks. Rewind. Backtrack.
So that'll do. So I'll hit the R key again to record it.
Tracks. Dimmed button. Tracks
so
button.
That's the piano recorded in.
Rewind. Play. Rewind.
Okay, so that's guitar, drums, bass, and piano. So we're going quite well. But before we do anything else, I'm going to have to put the guitar through an amp simulator. And I may put the bass through as well, because, or no, I won't put the bass through, because with the piano as well, I might not want it cutting through the mix like that. So I'm going to hit the instrument browser.
Browser button currently showing lifts keeps.
Right, now I'm thinking, use the GarageBand amp simulator or use an audio unit plugin called Crunk version 2. That's a one-channel guitar amp simulator, by the way. Alright, I'll use Crunk version 2. So
Back.
So click back.
Now browser tracks tracks. Navigate replay record undo loop set mark song heavy elok get classic attitude rock 0 replay loop set mark song heavy elok guitar track elok select heavy mark play set loops.
Yes, I've got the guitar selected, the guitar track. So I'm going to click on settings
But track controls. Navigation.
Yes, I clicked track controls. So now I've got the track settings for the classic attitude rock guitar. Because there's no sort of low end frequencies, so I'm going to have to put that through a heavy metal guitar amp sim before it'll sound any good. It does sound good as it is, but it needs a bit of tweaking. I can't mix it in that properly, although I'll do my best with the screen recording on, and just the viewers will get the idea. Yes, so let's continue.
Perform F replay record metron undo loops bullet tracks output track bullet operator elect guitar.
So that's it. I've got the track settings.
Tracks so plugins and EQ bypass.
Yeah, so plugins and EQ. I'm just going to check what's there.
Noise gate bypass compress select effect EQ bypass visually key inf master type if select noise bypass edit button edit done noise gate compress effect none but effect EQ none but none visually key mark none but
Right, I don't need to delete anything.
None but visually key none.
What I might do is also put it through a plugin called 808 Overdrive Pro. I will put links to both of these plugins in the description of this video, because I will be doing a video soon going in depth on my top plugins, because I've got about 18 plugins or audio unit extensions, and they are all free. So you can go and get them off the App Store. And bear in mind, I'm using GarageBand version 2.3.10. So if you're running something like GarageBand 2.3.8, what I'm doing here will not work, at least parts of it. Like recording the drums and that in, yes, but like clicking on settings and track controls and stuff like that, no. And also some of the sound packs, what I covered in my earlier video of GarageBand Sound Library, won't be available to you. Like keyboard collection, you have to be at least updated to GarageBand 2.3.9, and to do that you have to be running iOS 14. I know it's annoying, but you just have to take these things. So I'll
none button heading.
So I'll click this plus
selected
button.
audio unit extend select.
Yeah, so I'll add the Crunk V2 first. Yeah, so audio unit extensions, scroll through.
Find audio cool DL filter flux graph mode NA analog rack NA 808 modal effect NA NA analog rack, NA analog rack, NA crunk v2.
NA crunk v2. So I'll click on that.
Navig brap of F replay unloot clap edit by noise by select effect EQ NACRUNCKV.
Yeah, so I've got the crunk v2. So I'll click on it.
N default back play rewind.
Yeah. So what I'll do is I'll
Rewind.
play this, and GarageBand keeps looping it, which is an advantage. So I'll be able to see what it sounds like in the mix. So let's go.
Stop. Adaptive any edit back any default any edit back select and default button. Done. Undo default any done button any select any default done button. Any select any diff done undo met select met undo done gain 5.0 adjustable.
So I'm going to turn speech off and fiddle with the gain. Oh no, I've stopped it. So I'll turn speech off, then play it again.
Done button gain 5 point speech off.
Right, so I'll play it again by clicking the space bar.
Capture master output master 2.7 speech off speed output middle presence select presence 5 speech off. Selected power but default suppress middle out master treble cabinet for bass 5.0 speech off. Speech on.
Right, so not
Gain 5 done button.
and I'll click done on this.
Selected set empty selected settings empty grand piano selected effect before effect rewind but
Okay, so I won't put the bass through an amp or anything. Right, so I'm just thinking, how can I mix this song when I can't hear it properly? What shall I do? I can't connect it to a Bluetooth speaker so you can hear over the microphone because both my Bluetooth speakers are low on battery and I've lost the chargers. I know, it's silly of me, but still. I don't know, I don't even know if this thing needs much mixing, to be fair. You know? Yes. So, anyway, let's get on with this. So, as I said, this track doesn't look like it needs much mixing. So, you know, right. Actually, the drums might need another might need a plug-in on them. LRC5, that's an EQ filter. I will be demoing it properly in my plugins video. What will be coming soon.
undo loops max head left right look bass grand mixer add mic grand right left heavy track heavy track master play heavy track play settings loop set mark song selected heavy play settings button.
Yes, I've got the heavy track, the heavy, that's the drum kit I was using. So I don't know if I'll be able to cut this frequency, you know, or I'll try using some of the presets in LRC5. It doesn't come with many, but still it's enough to get you started. I will put a link to LRC5 in the description of this video. So let's dive into LRC5.
Settings button. Track control F rewind unloops have track settings out mic mute so plugins and EQ selected edit but done none effect none but master none effect none but if none button heading
plus button.
Select audio unit select done find
yeah, and I hit edit first, of course, because that's what you have to do for plugins and EQ. So
or QSDL filter flat granule giant LR modal LRC5 NEC navigation.
Yeah, the NEC that stands for neon silicon. I know it's a weird name, but app developers usually have weird names, or company names at least.
Replay unloops edits select effect select LRC5 but LRC rewind play met done LRC flat done but flat done met record.
Yeah, so I'll play this. I know which one I might want to have, so at least a couple. So
enter full edit LRC flat button done selected QSN acoustic guitar tone control speaker to tone control stop.
Presets.
Undo done but done selected setting loop selected settings.
Yes, so to add plugins, I'm just going to briefly explain. So you head into your track settings, and then the track you selected, you just click plugins and EQ. In earlier versions you just click the mixer icon and plugins and EQ. But anyway, click plugins and EQ, tap edit, and then if you want to add or delete plugins, you can either just tap to delete a plugin or whatever, or if there's any of the empty boxes with the plus buttons, or with voiceover just says none, that's you click on that and you either go GarageBand effects or audio unit extensions, and if you go effects there's like distortion, bit crush or whatever, and then when you go to audio unit extensions there is all the audio unit apps you have downloaded. Then there is a lot of audio unit extensions by Apple come with GarageBand. I didn't even know about them until maybe last month at the very least. So that's just how to add plugins. If you want to edit the parameters of plugins, you just click on them and that'll enter it into the interface, and then just adjust the controls as you please until it sounds, well, perfect or how you want it. Then that's it. It's simple but handy. As one of my teachers at school say, she likes the things what are simple but useful, not the things that are sort of complicated and whatever. And to be honest, I agree, because you know, yeah. So hey, mixing, I can't hear the sort of can't hear it very well with the screen recording on, so I can't safely turn up the reverb or whatever and see how it turns out. But what you do like with mixing is sort of adjust the volume, adjust the panning, adjust the plugins, or delete plugins if you have to, whatever. So it's all like mixing, mastering your tracks, you know. So, well, then that's it for today's video. Make sure, as you know, I always like to say, to like, comment and subscribe as you please. If you subscribe and hit the bell notification, you will be notified when I upload videos like this. It would also be nice if you shared or commented on one of my videos. Well, you'll never know what I'll upload next. Thanks for watching. Bye.